Okay, hello everyone. It's Regina, and I came on today. I'm stuck in snow a little bit, so I don't really want to go out, even though I may have to go out because I didn't buy groceries yet. But the Gayle King Kobe interview debacle with Lisa Leslie. I have some insight and some input that I would like to speak upon. I do not agree with Gayle approaching that subject. 2003 incident, it was dismissed. And like Lisa Leslie said to Gayle, if the courts dismissed it, then the media should dismiss it. And then Gayle is a woman of color, and she's seen the look that Lisa Leslie gave her, and she pretended to not see it. And that's where Gayle went wrong. We have a look, and we're not. I know some of us that we try to, not go ape shit. We full of rage on the inside. That look speaks volumes. Gayle on TV showing out. She ignored that look and she proceeded. And that look is a stop sign. And it means stop or you're going to get run over. And she did not stop. So she's getting run over. And I mean, it was the same thing if you're in a car. You have a stop sign. Adhere to the warning to stop. Stop, please. Gayle did not do that. And now Gayle is getting run over. And I'm disappointed in Gayle, but I've always seen it. Because I see her wigs. I don't like Gayle's wigs. And I'll go back to that in a minute. I'm just saying she got too much money to be wearing those type of wigs. And if her and Oprah are really, really friends, they should have had a conversation about this. But Oprah was in on it because I think she talked Gayle into doing it because she didn't want to do it. Because, she did Michael Jackson. She was getting ready to do Russell Simmons. And, she been hearing some little backlash herself. Now, even with the R. Kelly thing, I didn't like it because I feel like R. Kelly reached out to Gayle and Oprah to tell his story, and he thought he was going to a safe place. And I think they took advantage of him, actually, because when R. Kelly stood up, it scared the shit out of me. And I mean, not physically. I wasn't thinking he would harm Gayle or, I didn't even think he was angry. But I know what it looked like. And we can see that he wasn't going to harm Gayle. But there's other cultures that was watching that interview. And when he stood up, R. Kelly's a big guy. And, he was fighting for his life. And, I just think he shouldn't have went there. And again, Gayle did that for the ratings and sitting Robert, no, you got Robert to stand up on his feet like that. And I was begging in my house, sit down. Because I knew what other cultures were seeing, and she got what she wanted. Him standing on his feet looking like a madman. Because by that time, hey, he was looking like a madman to others. Not to me, but to others. And I thought that was an ambush. And Gayle ambushed Lisa Leslie as well. And I don't know why her and Oprah seem like they need additional monies. And their own channel. Oprah know who is supporting that channel. The have and the have-nots, Queen Sugar, what's the other ones that I watch on that show? Greenleaf. It's mostly African American women, the majority watching that channel. And we really rescued that channel. And for her to be doing this, I just don't understand. You know, my last name is Bryant. Same as Kobe. And I was listening to Ricky Smiley yesterday, and like he says, and I say, I'm concerned about Kobe's wife, his kids, his mother's father, his family. This man is not even buried. This wasn't he took his own life. This wasn't, he went down in a helicopter with his daughter. I don't know why Gayle decided to go viral. Well, you went viral, all right. You went right viral. We know in our culture, it's not time for no foolishness during these times of grieving. You know, Gayle, I don't want you to have death threats. I don't want anybody to hurt her. And even Oprah with that was phony. I've seen Oprah cry. There was no cry yesterday. Saying she's not well. She's not well. I mean, she's having death threats. And Bill Cosby. What you bringing up Bill Cosby for with this Kobe thing? Kobe, there was an allegation of rape. I remember when that happened, and I listened to the evidence. He was in Colorado. He was recovering from knee surgery. This woman recognized Kobe. She worked at the front desk. She was off, okay? Her clock, she was supposed to clock out. But she recognized Kobe, you know. She went up to the room, and I heard, I don't know how true it is, that he bent her over a chair. He ejaculated. He was done, and he asked her to leave. I think she wanted a kiss or something like that, but And she was a little hurt. And then, trying to scream rape because she knew who was in that room she was dealing with. And when they went to trial, the DA had the underclothes. And the underclothes had multiple men in the panties, okay? I remember this. And the DA wasn't going to take that case to trial. So he didn't want no victim, which Gayle said. And I heard when she said that, well, no, she was no victim. She was somebody that was, Kobe was the victim. Now, I'm just going to say that. Kobe was the victim, and the lady was trying to hit the lottery. And, when somebody, you having sex for the first time, you recognize who that man was. I mean, somebody bent you over a chair. What you thought? And then you went, after you had relations with Kobe, you went and had relations with some old guys. I physically don't know how you do that if you're not a prostitute. I don't even know how they do it. But if you're not a prostitute, and Kobe looked like he was, he looked, healthy in that area. So I just don't see how you stood yourself up from the chair and went with another man and had sex. See, I have a problem with that right there. You being able to sustain that type of multiple sex in the same day. You know, Kobe looked heavily endowed. I don't know who you went with after this or before this, but I know you had 3 DNAs in your underclothes. So the case got thrown out. That's 2003, 17 years ago. And like they said, Gayle, you done been with Kobe. See the pictures. You ain't said nothing to Kobe. Why would you do this when this man died and died in such a violent way? Why would you do this, Gayle? Now, I support Oprah. I support that channel. You got one more time, Oprah. You know, these men tired of you. I'm tired of you. You got one more time, Oprah. I don't have to watch Queen Sugar and the Green Leaves and everything else you got on that channel. If you cannot support black men while black women is supporting you, I cannot support that channel. And you was fake and phony in the apology, Gayle, because you tried to put it on CBS. You got the kind of money, you can walk off your job. I can't walk off mine. And then you gonna talking about, oh, your producer, your boss. I think that's what you said. Your boss told you not to say anything. What kind of boss you got with this kind of money? My boss ain't never told me to be quiet. Now, I know when to be quiet because I can't lose my good job. But, Gayle, I don't understand your mindset. Your boss told you not to say anything. Why would you be making this kind of money and using, like you work on a assembly line, that language? No, you could have gave your resignation after you say they put up clips, and those wasn't no clips. They were the whole what you said to Lisa Leslie. There was no what you said. They took your words out of context and they edited your interview. No, they did not. I watched your full interview, and your interview, that's what you said. Now, they didn't take you out of context. And you did not look at Lisa's eyes. You was too busy trying to go viral. Because you know when a black woman look at you and give you the look, the stop sign look. And if you ignore it, you ignore it at your own risk. Because I ain't going to say nothing else to you after I give you that look. Okay? I saw the look through my TV. You saw it too, Gayle. But you ignored Lisa Leslie's look. I don't know why you did that. And I don't want nothing to happen to you. I don't think anything is going to happen to you. People upset. People hurting. We got all this other stuff going. We just come off of impeachment. You know, last year the government shut down. People struggling every day. We going through a lot in America right now. What is wrong with you, Gayle? And all that money. I'm sorry. You too old for that, Oprah and Gayle. And you acting like you bitter. Are you bitter? You too old. I mean, if y'all don't want that money, please give that money to me. Because I need that money. I'm a nice person, and I know when to be quiet. And I'm going to tell you what really hurt me yesterday, listening to Ricky Smiley. And Ricky Smiley said, Vanessa got to buy 2 caskets. Vanessa got to buy a suit and a dress. She got 2 people to bury. And while she doing her funeral plans, you know that TV is on. Her kids have access to the internet, cell phones. They hear this bullshit. Why would you do this, Gayle? And Ricky Smiley said, and I never forget it, that's why sometimes I can't talk about leaving that grave site. Because I know how it feels to leave the grave site. You know, you planning, you busy, you trying to get this funeral done. I planned my father's funeral. I was at my mother's funeral. You know, I wasn't the planner, but I, you know, was a part of trying to figure out what's going on, what's the program looking like. But when you at that grave site and you look back for the last time, you almost die yourself. I know what that feels like. That woman gotta go through to a grave site, bury a husband of 20 years and a daughter, and that woman got a 6-month-old baby at home. What's wrong with you, Gayle? I don't know how Vanessa Bryant is doing it, because I tell you, it's been over 20 years I lost my mother and father, but I have a memory. That's something that's sealed in me for the rest of my life. Standing at a grave site for the last time feels like death. And you got to keep on living. I am struggling every day right now. I don't know why you did that, Gayle King. Oprah, you did it too. Don't, and then you with the phone and cry yesterday, Oprah. I've seen you cry, Oprah. That was you never dropped a tear. It was phony. And black women know phony, and I can't deal with phony. So I want to pray for Vanessa Bryant, for her children. I'm going to pray for you too, Gayle and Oprah. I hope this is a lesson for you to stop this. Stop this. Michael Jackson mama living, Janet Jackson, all his brothers and sisters. Why would you? I didn't understand your Michael Jackson special. It was special. And I didn't even want to watch it. I don't know why is you doing this? These people got family. Let them rest in peace. Don't we understand what this means? When we got this social media want to go viral, let these people rest in peace. Now, Snoop Dogg call you some names, Gayle. You can get over that. Because you the one, didn't stop at that stop sign. Lisa Leslie gave you that look. I seen Lisa Leslie look from my TV, from my cell phone. You saw it, Gayle. You saw it. And then you on that video, people calling me. I was like, what the hell? What did I do? You know what you did, Gayle. And I don't even like when you talk like that. I'm tired of you, bro. I really am. Now, I like Queen Sugar. I like Greenleaf. Now, I'm not no have and have not type person. And I like that show, the one about love, which, that was taken off because of sexual allegations. So, Oprah, you've been connected to folks with the sexual allegations. I don't know why you doing this. And I seen the pictures with you and Harvey Weinstein and Trump. Okay, you connected to people that have real rape allegations. They have not been charged, and you haven't, did a special. And you keep going after these people who are dead. Catherine Jackson was alive when you did this. Janet is alive when you did this. And all these other sisters and brothers and nephews. Michael Jackson went to court. He was found not guilty. Who are you, Oprah and Gayle? Who are I'm like 50 cents. What is the goal? What are we doing here? Leave Kobe. Let Kobe rest in peace. And don't try to go to Vanessa offering no money. Nobody wants no money right now. That woman done lost a husband and a child. You all trying to get TV ratings, and I don't know why. You're rich. Stop it. But if you want that channel to go down, Oprah, you keep doing this. Keep doing this. Because I'm going to tell you, I know I ain't got it easy in life. Black men don't need us doing this. They need our support. And now, I be at home fussing. I'm going to stop all my fussing because he told me I sound like a, well, I used to be a correction officer. But he said a probation officer. And we talked about this Gayle King thing. And he was saying that's what I don't like when you fuss. I need somebody to be there for me, to uplift me. No, I ain't perfect. I don't always get it right. But I got it hard out here, Regina. I got it hard enough. I don't need to come home to somebody fussing all the time. Somebody putting these little tricks like Gayle did. I mean, the Black Stallion was saying he went on her Instagram page, Gayle's Instagram page. He was trying to leave a comment, but she locked the shit down. This is the Black Stallion, a young man. 30 years old, trying to, leave a comment on her Instagram page. And I was like, so, Gayle, Oprah, enough of the bullshit. Enough of the bullshit. And I want to not just talk to Gayle and Oprah. As I can see a lot of my little friends on Facebook, you have multiple children. You bash your baby daddy. Now, you have multiple children, what I see on Facebook, bashing. Why don't you stop? Get yourself together. They'll come round, or by the time they come round, them kids grown, they can take care of themselves. Stop the bashing. I mean, he can't help you. He couldn't help you before you had the kids. Help yourself. That's what I did. Now, I mean, my little situation was a little different because I chose different. Now, you make these choices. Stop the bashing. I don't care what he don't do. I don't care who else he with. Stop, because one day he'll be where Kobe is. Then what you got to say? You ain't going to get nothing in life. You ain't going to get nothing in death. But them kids, they can hear you. And they will resent you. Believe me. Believe me. Keep talking. Keep talking negative about their daddy. You didn't, that's between you and him. That ain't between him and those kids. Stop bashing that man. I never did that in 54 years. Any man that I brought kids into this world with, they'll tell you not one day, not in front of my kids. I didn't bash. I just did it. Because they can hear and they love their daddy. My kids love their father. So that's another reason, and I become the monster doing that. They love their fathers. Love him through his mess, and you move on. because you ain't moved on. But he don't move on, and you know it. You move on. You got no business bashing them. Move on. Now, that's you being Gayle King when you do that bashing. So don't say nothing about Gayle if you can't stop and be quiet about your baby daddy. Because you the same person in that interview, you Gayle King. Stop your bashing. Be quiet. Get yourself together. Go to school. Go to school. And I tell you, focus on you. And don't worry about what he don't do. He can't do anyway. Hell, I can't do. So, ain't nobody rich out here, and you know it. Everybody's struggling. Everybody's struggling. I know I am. Now, you can take care of them kids yourself. And plus, you got some help with the government. I didn't have no help. Okay? Now, if you got your food stamps, your Section A, what's the problem? I can't understand it because I didn't have these things. Because I made a dime too much. And I had to push and eat beans out of a can. Now, I know, and I did cook, you know, and I wasn't getting no damn food stamps. So, if you're getting food stamps, you got Section 8, you got your little job, please, don't worry about what he not doing. No, I'm tired of this. And he tired of it. And everybody you meet after him is tired of it. Because you bring all that. No, I'm telling you, when people meet you, that's what they meet. All of that. Unhappiness. And Gayle is unhappy. So, you bash that man again, your baby daddy, you ain't no better than Gayle King. Don't tell me, don't be feeling sorry for Kobe. If you can't feel your baby daddy's pain, he can't give you shit. Your baby daddy can't give you shit. Leave him alone. About $1. Sick of this. Let that man spend time with his children. Leave that man alone about $1. He can't give it to you. Give it to yourself. You doing all this hell raising over $1. Sick of this. I don't have kids. All of us don't have kids. Nobody around here begging for no $1. And you want more than $1. You want him. I know what you want. But he don't want you. And move on. And not he don't want you, the woman. He don't want all that toxicity. All that toxicity. All that negativity. All that anger. That's what he don't want. It's not you, the woman, who requires and desire a man. And that's where you get it. You know, you can't separate it. You think it's you he don't want. No, it's the toxicity, baby. Toxicity. Negativity. I don't want it around me either. Now, I'm just going to tell you, I don't want it around me either. But that's what, he don't know how to communicate that or express that in the way I'm saying it. He don't want that toxicity and that negativity and all that hurt and anger and pain. If you can get rid of some of that, and the way you get rid of it, do your own thing. Make your own money. You got food stamps and Section 8. I didn't have this stuff. It should alleviate some of that stress up off you as far as, you know, having to provide for your kids. If you got some little food stamps and Section 8, that's half your worries right there. I had to pay rent or mortgage, and I had to, it was a couple of times I was going to the food bank because I couldn't afford groceries because, again, I didn't get food stamps. So, and I made it looking like $1 million always. Okay? So just try. I know it's hard raising these kids. I know it's hard. I ain't saying it's easy. But it ain't gonna get better if you bashing they daddy. Stop that. I beg you, I beseech you to stop that. Or they gonna see you just like you gonna be Gayle King sitting up there. Well, Lisa, how would you know? That's the part of the interview. I swear to God, I couldn't take. Lisa said, well, no, I never seen him act that way towards women. And, I've been out with some other NBA players, and I know, Kobe never behaved that way. Gayle. Well, Lisa, you wouldn't see it. She's telling a black woman that? We see everything. I know I do. I wouldn't see it. What did I tell you? I saw Gayle. I didn't see Kobe doing these things. Oh, that's the part of the interview Gayle lost me. I mean, I have to stop. I be about to throw something at my TV sometimes, and I don't want to break my little TV. But when she said, well, Lisa, you wouldn't see that. Your friend. What? What you mean? Okay, yeah, keep on. Then you say, oh, this Gayle, the case was dismissed because, the witness didn't show up. Gayle is lying. There was multiple DNA semen in the woman's panties. That's why she didn't show up to court. Gayle knew it. And that, it was two parts during that interview. Gayle really pissed me off. She said her journalistic integrity. No, you do your research. Gayle did research. She know why that woman didn't show up at court. The woman had a multiple DNA, spillage, ejaculation in her underclothes, okay? So that's why it didn't go to trial. It wasn't because the witness didn't show up, there wasn't no victim. So, So I can't support Gayle. And Oprah got one more time. I'm not watching on. I don't care. I'm just one person. But I can't support no black woman bashing no black man. I can't support you. And I know it's hard loving black men. I love them. I had a black father, a black son, black lovers. I love black men, and I will love them to the death. And I defend them fiercely. Fiercely. We know our history. We know, I know there are some black daughters that are being shot. But it's more of black men being shot out here in these streets. From your own and from, the police. So, and it's hard for them to keep a job in corporate America. They cannot handle corporate America. I'm in corporate America. I'm 54. I'll be 54 years old this year. And I work from home. I can't say if I can handle corporate America if I worked in the office. The personalities have gotten more and more and more toxic and negative, and I believe there's some mental health that's untreated on these jobs. And I can't deal with it, and they're not treated. And y'all at these jobs, you better watch it. People can go ballistic in a minute. They snap off. And I don't want to be around that. And men don't want to be around women that's about ready to snap also. So, you ain't the first woman that had to raise a baby. A few babies. You're not the first, and you will not be the last. And I can promise you, because I did it, You can get more with honey than vinegar, even after the relationship is over. You know, it's over. It was okay for me when it was over, and I loved my kids' father. I never hated them. I never bashed them. I was never really angry with them. Never. So you gotta, find out where that anger is coming from and deal with it. Your kids need a healthy, happy mother, even if things are not going okay. I mean, there was times I didn't know where, my next dime was coming from, because that's what it was, a dime. So I know it wasn't coming from food stamps and Section 8, because I wasn't qualified to get that. So I literally didn't know where my next dime was coming from. But I pushed through, and I continue to push through every day now, even with, my kids are grown, and I could slip into, oh, well, I'm 53 and I'm set in my ways. Well, the young man that I deal with don't want to hear all of that. I'm set in my ways. They want respect. They want to be taught to with respect. I mean, I want to be taught to with respect as well. And I get that, especially when I give that. Okay? It's been wonderful chatting. I'm going to watch me some more videos. Some of this stuff is so funny, I swear. But it's sad at the same time. You got to laugh to keep from crying. I hope Gayle King has learned her lesson. Social media. I thank God for social media, because Gayle and Oprah been sitting around circles for a long time. People don't tell them the truth. People tell them what they want to hear. They kiki kaka around folks and they bash. But social media lit Gayle's ass up. And I don't, like I say, uphold the name calling and the threats. But Gayle needed this. Her and Oprah. Okay? Yeah, I have a good sad rest of the Saturday.